Talk to us about the Els Club Dubai. We arrived in 2007, and I remember our former colleague, boss, Thomas Ruby, drove me up from Marina, and there was nothing other than a golf course. There was no villas, no temporary clubhouse, nothing apart from this immaculately presented golf course, to now, what, 8 or 9 years down the track, and it's almost the flagship property of the UAE, certainly for Troon. But you must be incredibly proud of what has been achieved up there.
Yeah, been very lucky. I mean, I think you'll agree that when we got there, it was destined to become something pretty special right at the beginning. Owners have been fantastically supportive of what we're trying to create, and of course Ernie's very, very proud of it being the first Els Club in his portfolio, which now is expanded to about 6. We've got Copperleaf in South Africa, we've got Langkawi operational and open and very successful, beautiful.
How many in Malaysia have we got? You got
There's going to be 3. There's
3.
2 operational at the moment and 1 coming online.
Good.
The one recently was Desaru, which I guess is on the sort of southeast part of Malaysia, not far from Singapore. It's spectacular as well. So I think Ernie's really proud of what he's managed to create from the golf side of things. And of course he's got his other brands like the Big Easy restaurant.
Well, we've spent 2 Christmases up there at the Big Easy and absolutely loved it. You know, it's a real special dining experience. I've never been to South Africa, but I'd imagine it would be very similar to being down there.
Yeah, I mean, Ernie has the originals in Stellenbosch, and Ernie, being the type of guy he is, very relaxed, very family orientated. He wanted everything to reflect him as a person, and high quality foods, high quality drinks as well, and the ambiance is very, very friendly, family orientated. It's just a nice place to be, and it's been replicated all over the world really. There's one opening in Miami. The Desaru has just opened as well, the club, and Big Easy to come on soon as well. So yeah, he should be very proud of.
Have you had much to do with the big? I mean, I know you're. What are you, 6'6"? He's
6'7".
He'd be around that as well.
6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
And you'd be eyeballing each other really, which is quite scary. Maybe late at night. But have you had much to do with it? I mean, you played with Callum, as we know. Down in Abu Dhabi, which you set up for Callum, which was great. And he was terrific with him that day, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was great.
Played 9 holes, just his relaxed state, and made Callum feel very comfortable. But one of my other memories of walking up the 9th hole with yourself and Thomas of the day of opening, and he said this condition of the course is as good as anywhere in the world right now. And you've stayed at that level for the last 9 years. Yeah,
that was an amazing comment coming from Ernie, because he tells it as it is, and he wouldn't have said that unless he believed it. And at that time, the course was just absolutely immaculate. We've managed to try and maintain that as much as we can, 7 years down the line, 8 years down the line. So, but again, that's one of Troon's big USPs, isn't it? Is that if you play a Troon golf course in the UAE, you're only going to find the best conditioned golf courses. So, and that's not just confined to this part of the world.
That's the expectation.
So
True or false? Was the course named the Dunes before you and I arrived, and then there was a discussion prior to the press conference that he agreed to put his name to it because he was that proud of what he'd achieved?
True, the name was the Dunes, the logo was the gaff tree on number 9, the gaff tree that Sheikh Mohammed had told owners that he wanted to keep. So that was the original name, and then of course once Ernie, I guess, understood the quality of the owner's vision, he really wanted to be part of it and see it through to the end. 60,000 square foot clubhouse, Mediterranean style, very upmarket, Big Easy we just talked about, 261, a Butch Harmon School of Golf. So it all ties in nicely to the bundle, the package that he really wanted to portray, which is high-end quality, and that's what he's trying to replicate all over the globe.
Well, the sales and marketing guy that was involved back then was pretty excited about running an Els Club.
I can't believe, he was a difficult character to work with, but we got there in the end. No, it was great at the time. That was
we had a
probably
great
the
time.
best part of our careers.
Membership was incredible, wasn't it?
And just walked in the door. I mean, you didn't have to really do an awful lot. You just had to turn up, and the guys were signing checks.
And another highlight, Rock, was Butch Harmon School of Golf. To have Butch's son over there, and then Butch to be in attendance for the opening. That was an incredible moment for me, being from Australia. Maybe only really knowing Butch as Tiger Woods' coach, but to be sort of rubbing shoulders with these guys, and then Claude spending the best part of 12 months, maybe a little bit longer at the facility coaching guys around the UAE, that was very memorable for me.
Yeah, just another USP, I've been the facility that has a Butch Harmon School of Golf name, and Butch being the best golf coach in the world, X, Y and Z years into it, and then Claude coming over and setting the school up, and of course the legacy he left has been fantastic. And now obviously Claude's moved on to Butch Harmon's School of Golf in Floridian,
Yes.
and also Sky Sports presenter, coaching Dustin Johnson, some of them. I mean, it really does go on and on and on. So Justin, who's taken over from Claude, has continued that legacy, and in his own right has created an amazing facility and a great name for himself.
Well, as much as there's a plethora of quality golf coaches in this part of the world, but Justin has set the benchmark. He's at another level, in my opinion, from where I sit, and he's winning Coach of the Year, year after year, with all the big players in town. But it must be great to have him, who's got the direct line to Claude and Butch, and to be teaching their philosophy on your turf.
Yeah, again, Justin's done a great job. He's very passionate about what he does. He's very, hungry and keen to become another Claude Harmon, and I think he's got all the tools and all the experience that he needs, and he's close to breaking through into that. He's obviously teaching on tour, and he's travelling with a few of the players. Players are coming in very well.
Who are those players, Rock? When they're like, I know McIlroy through the Northern Ireland connection, but who else comes down and has a
Westwood
practice?
Comes down, obviously Darren Clark, we've got Peter Uihlein pops in, Brooks Koepka, again all kind of Claude's and Butch Harmon's connections. We've had Adam Scott as well.
We've got hole number 11 in front of us.
Yep.
We're all square. Now if I lose this, I'm going to book a lesson with either yourself or JP.
Don't book a lesson with me.
No. Well, you've talked JP up enough. I might have to get on the blower and give him a call. Your honour or mine?
It is your honour. Best of luck.
Step aside. All down to the last.
What's the shape here?
Just a hook draw or a pull hook. Just inside takeaway and let it rip. Oh, what a horrible shot. Oh, there's that block that you normally hit. It's come out at the right time.
Certainly has.
Mate, I reckon you're on hole number 10. So you've got a good line in there.
Okay, best line in, that's what the guy said, right?
Method in your madness.
Great swing. Got to go. That might wipe the smile off his face. Get up. Ah, just short. Well, I don't hear him anymore at least. He's quiet. So inside 100 yards, 96, 97. What you got? 56?
56, Rob. Love this shot.
What's your expectation here inside, what, 6 feet?
Anywhere where it's green.
Well, there's plenty of green round here. You mean the short green?
Short green.
Yeah. You're good from here, though. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Actually, the butterflies are starting to go because I know how much this much means to you and me.
Last hole, so
it's the last hole.
All square.
This needs to be a good one. Oh, I've got it fat. Please go. Oh, well. Not great, but putting.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough two-putt, I think, from there. Okay.
Big shot this, I must admit, Rock, in the overall context of the game.
This could be one of the last shots I play on Alzora for a while, so it should be hopefully a good one. Maybe a bit too far.
See, that skipped on.
It did, didn't it? Bounced forward instead of... All right, well, it's a chance.
So Chris and I have been mates for 9 years, good friends, went to his wedding. We share a lot in common, finer things in life, but we also love that movie Braveheart, which Mel Gibson, Australian, I always remind Chris that helped put Scotland on the map. And it prompted him to have a holiday down in Australia, which I've got a feeling one day he might actually move down to the land down under. So this one is for Mel Gibson. Please turn, please turn. Oh,
not bad line. Just a little
that's out of gimme. That's out of gimme range.
Well, it's 6 feet, so
yeah, I'll mark that one.
I like you, but I don't like you that much. Okay, right to left, maybe about cut to the right. It's amazing how quiet it is out here. Normally, generally it's quiet until you get out with Darren, and then it really doesn't really be quiet anymore. But this would certainly quieten him down. Okay, he's still got a little bit left there. Looks like 6 feet from him. Nice to get this in the hole. And pulled it.
I tell you what, we are good friends, but I'm going to definitely get you to mark that.
That's not right, surely.
No, definitely mark
Okay.
that rock, yeah.
Okay, if that's the way you want to play the game.
Well, you are a stickler for the rules, and if that's for the win, you're going to have to putt that.
Says he who just picked his ball marker up and moved the ball.
All right. This has to go in.
Yeah, it's a must make. Take it away. Take it away. Okay, Darren, you're definitely not going to give me this one.
No, well, this is to win the match.
How many times do you say you've been beat in the 3-hole challenge?
More often than not. Oh, and did too. Was never in any doubt.
Thank you very much for the invite down in the game.
Thanks for the
Appreciate
game, Rock.
Company as always.
You played well. I reckon I didn't let you win, but I let you off the hook.
I appreciate that. You didn't play to your standard normally. You would have beat me no problem. Hands
Very,
down.
very hospitable.
Enjoyed it,
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
a nice course, isn't it?
Yeah, great.
Yeah,
course.
very cool.
Really,
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
Well, you're welcome back anytime,
Thank you. I'll take you up on that.
but I'll be more angry next time.